So on TikTok, a lot of black people, who didn't know, are hurt. They're hurt because a lot of them thought that as a collective, not as individuals, because you remember I always tell y'all, you have individuals that are very great with us and very cool with us, and then you have collectives of people. Well, they have found out that Samoans have a word for black people. They didn't know that. They thought Samoans was, hey, we rock with Samoans. Samoans are great with us, no issue, no problems. But yet they are Samoans that use a particular word for black people, and they just really hurt by that. Let's go ahead and review what this sister says.
I just want to take a moment to point out that black people finding out that Samoans have been racist against us, rather than making us angry, has really hurt our feelings. Like, black people are like, damn, I thought she was with us. Like, I thought we was like this. We didn't know. I mean, I think that all black people know that in general, everybody hates us. Everybody thinks it's funny to talk down on us. We're at the bottom of everyone's list. But this one hurt. This one hurt our feelings.
So the word they're using actually translates to black thing in relation to us. And the word they're using is meauli, M-E-A-U-L-I. That's the word they're using in relation to black people. Now, let me tell y'all something. Some people in the chat like, oh, why were people always worried about how other people feel about us? Let me tell you something. I had to think about this before I made this commentary. It's not normal for people to have a mass rejection of you when you didn't do them anything. Listen, if you know you did them something, if you know your family did them something, whatever, it makes sense. Human beings, just human beings, don't do well with a lot of rejection. Rejection can make a person, really lose it sometime, right? Well, let's look at black people. One thing Dr. King had talked about when it comes to racism is that he said racism is so bad because we can't fix the issue. When somebody don't like you for the color of your skin, it's nothing you can do to change it because they don't like us as black people. And when I start realizing that no group of people as a collective of people, we talking about all of them. We ain't talking about the white supremacists. We talking about all of them. Don't really like us like that. Don't cut for us like that. Don't want us in their families. Don't want nothing like that of us. It can hurt you. You're like, wow, like what did we do to them? Like, and this would also mess with your mind. They want to be buddy and chummy with the people who took their land from them. Let's say Samoans. The white supremacists took their land from them, and they'll be cool with them, right? But you got a word for black people? Once again, I'm not saying all Samoans are that way. There may be some Samoans who are great people who would never even use a word or whatever about black people. They got some Samoans that love black people, right? But we're talking about those in a collective who have this attitude toward black people. Please explain to me, you other groups, how is it that you take issue with the people that never enslaved you, never stole your land, never stole your resources, never colonized you, never enslaved you, never violated you en masse, never did that? You have more issue with the people that didn't do any of that to you, and you want to be friends and hug up on the people that did that to you. When you really think about that, it doesn't make sense. But then you say, okay, this thing has to be multiple layers. Because, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing talked about the white supremacists fearing genetic annihilation through procreation with black people. But I would say Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, she was right on that. But I believe personally in this stage of the game and why most people had this reaction toward us is that I believe all groups feel the same way. Because think about it. If you as a black person have a baby with a Samoan, that child gonna come out looking black. If you're a black person and have a child with an Asian, that child gonna come out looking black. You have a child with an Arab, child with a East Indian, child with a white person, child with whoever, the child's gonna come out looking black, period. That child's not gonna come out looking like them. So in their mind, they could be thinking genetic annihilation too. But even if that is the case, even if that's the case, it still doesn't give them a pass on having words and feelings about black people. And I tell you other groups this. The moment black people find out that you got a certain word for us or you don't like us like that, you know what happens after that? When the white supremacists attack you, we're like, well, that's people you want to hang with. It's people you want to be cool with. Don't look this way. And that's so counterproductive for you. Now, once again, I'm going to repeat this so many times. If you got individual friends, family, etc., who are of different groups of people, I'm not telling you to turn away from them because they have been your friend. They have been cool with you. They have been your whoever, right? But we talking about, this is why I don't advocate for collectives or nobody. That's why. I've learned that. Individuals that rock with us, yes, I'll fight and defend you all day. Collective, no. Because those collectives don't like black people like that. And also understand, black people, you have to realize this. Stop looking to other groups. Why can't we look within our own selves? Why can't we look within our own community? Why don't we look in our own diaspora? You understand what I'm saying? Dr. John Henry Clark said we have no friends. He said that a long time ago. And y'all want to keep finding out the hard way that we don't have no friends. We have all the friends we need within our diaspora. Get to know all the people in our community. That's enough friends for you. That's enough family for you in the diaspora. I'm talking about everybody in the black world. I'm not just talking about black Americans. I'm talking about everybody. Africans, Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos. I'm talking to all of y'all. Stop looking to other groups for validation. We can validate ourselves. That's enough right there. We don't need nobody. See, I learned that we can do everything within our own community and within our own self. It's so much in the diaspora, I'm still learning and trying to get relationships with people and things like that. I don't even think about validating myself with other groups. I don't think about it. There's no reason for me to think about that. Because everything that we do is focused on, as the channel says, the African diaspora. That's the only thing that we're going to focus on. I'm not switching. I'm not pivoting. None of that. Because I'm better centered. We are better centered as a people within our own diaspora. Once again, I'm going to repeat it. Not saying all people feel that way about black folk, but this is what I found out. Some people just can't stand us. Some people tolerate us, but still can't stand us. And then some people just don't want to even be around us at all, period. Right? Some people like us. The people that like us, okay, that's the people you rock with. Whatever group it is, rock with those people. But just understand, it's them, not their group. If we're going to fight for groups, we fight for our own group. That's it. Period. We got so many issues and problems within our own group that we need to solve. We don't have the energy to fight for anybody else. Like I said, yes, it's unfortunate to find that out, that you haven't done a group of people anything, yet they have a certain name for you. I know it can be hurtful. I get it. Trust me. I've dealt with that already. I'm way past it. But once you understand that we have no friends, like Dr. John Henry Clark said, you'll be all right. We validate ourselves within our own community. Get friends in your own community. It's just that simple.